Harry sobs as King refuses to meet him in Transylvania hiking for royal-backed discussion after divorce. No chance. After a while back in the US after the coronation, it seems that Harry is about to have a new UK visit. It is known that he is scheduled to attend a hiking session here. However, many people believe that it is not only fun, but the trip also has the purpose of begging for Harry's return to England. It is known that Harry contacted King Charles to discuss returning to the royal family. His Majesty will recuperate in Romania while his son gives evidence at the Mirror Group newspaper's trial next week. The King will miss the Duke of Sussex's visit to London next week as he plans to go hiking on his own in Transylvania, the Telegraph understands. Prince Harry is returning to the High Court in early June as he takes Mirror Group newspapers to court over allegations of phone hacking. However, the king's solo trip to Romania, planned for 5 days over the next week, will coincide with his son's rare appearance in the UK, meaning the pair are unlikely to see one another. It comes after the Duke's flying visit to England this month, where he was in such a rush to get to home, California, he was still wearing his medals and a morning suit when he arrived at Heathrow Airport. It is understood that the Duke spent the night in Windsor at Frogmore Cottage, but didn't see his brother, the Prince of Wales, nor speak with his father or stepmother. It also follows an earlier surprise trip that the Duke paid to the UK in late March for another phone hacking lawsuit claim, this one against the Daily Mail, during which he did not see the King, who was said to be too busy at Highgrove. It is now understood that the King's upcoming trip to Romania will fall next week, during which he will recuperate from the coronation. The Queen will not be accompanying him, she will stay in her Wiltshire home. During his annual visits to his beloved Transylvania home, the king is understood to enjoy spending his days hiking in the hills and painting, as well as tucking into a book in the evenings. King Charles has a long history with Romania, where he now owns at least 10 properties after purchasing his first, an 18th century Saxon house nestled in the village of Viscary in 2006. The surrounding countryside of his Viscary home offers botanical excursions and wildflower meadows for the green-fingered monarch, as well as hiking trails and horseback riding. There's no Wi-Fi, TV, or radio in the king's property, but the drawing room now has a small hi-fi player with CDs. Meanwhile, Prince Harry is expected to give evidence in person at the MGN trial in London early next week, which will pitch him directly against former Mirror editor Piers Morgan, who has become one of the Sussex's most vocal critics. Evidence in his claim is expected to take 3 days, including opening statements, his time in the witness box when he will be cross-examined, and MGN's witnesses as well. He is one of a number of high-profile figures bringing damages claims against the newspaper group over alleged unlawful information gathering at its titles. At the start of the trial, MGN said it accepted here that it had been unlawful in gathering some information in relation to the Duke, for which it unreservedly apologizes. It denies phone hacking, though, said its past activities warrant compensation in that case, and only that case. Despite having shifted the entire nature of his existence in order to keep his relationship going, there are now rumors that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle could be set to split up. Speculation continues to suggest that Harry wants to move back to the UK, despite the fact that he renounced all his royal privileges already. According to Sky News, the royal family would absolutely welcome Harry back into the fold, with most members expecting him to return. Princess Diana's former butler, Paul Burrell, also believes that Harry is destined to return to the UK for good, just without his wife. Am I the only person in the UK that's thinking, has Harry finally woken up to the truth? Has he finally seen the truth of what his wife is doing and what he's been brainwashed and mesmerized by her beauty or whatever it is? Because we all know that, but he doesn't seem to see it. I have no doubt that when this happens, because we all know that it will happen, then he will return to the UK, and I think his father will greet him back into the country with open arms.